Ladies and gentlemen, Micah's running out of seed. And I got a truckload for him. I'm on my way, Micah.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how you feel about that, but here I come. So we need to fertilize one more time in probably November. Our coffee beans. And what else do we need to do? So anyway, we're still seeding. We got all the sugar cane planted, as you guys saw. And now we are working on getting the cotton fields planted. Cotton field planted. And I'm trying not to run out of the
We're going to get
field.
some high cotton.
So big old cotton. Big honking cotton. Whoa. Trying not to tip the truck. Do you think we're going to need more seed, or do you think you got enough?
We'll see. I'm hoping to get this pass done. I don't think I'm going to make it, though. I'm at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh,
I'm just
all
going to
right.
stop.
Stop there, yep. So Mark was kind enough to let me borrow his car because, you know, like, I don't have one. And so, hey, what's up, QB? And so I was at the gas station yet, like they had just fixed the
Gotta
fuel.
go behind the planter part.
They had just fixed the fuel pump, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a gas station yesterday. My wife and I went to get a check for the wedding that I did, and I drove up to Sandusky. We went to the beach for a little bit, and I'm filling the car up to come back home, and
That only gave me 90.
oh jeez, okay, I guess that's it. Let me go to the store and get more. And so I was pumping the gas, and it filled up all the way, and then I just hear this splash, and all this gasoline comes pouring out from underneath the car, and I'm like, oh no.
Our car?
Yeah, the one that they just fixed. So I think maybe they missed a seal or the seal broke. But it's
Not good.
it's not happening once that initial splash was done. That was all that came out. No more came out, but it was a big amount of fuel. I'm like, great. I just
Oh, man.
probably
Poor
dumped
Mark.
like $10 of fuel on the ground. And yeah, so I've got the Acura back again, and he took that to the he and his uncle are going to take a look at it and see if they can't get it running. He was mad. He's like, ugh, because he loves the Acura. He doesn't want to drive the Kia. He's like, well, obviously you can't drive the Kia because, you know, it's going to catch on fire. And I'm like, I know. And so he's like, well, we'll just have to park it. So I've got the Acura once again, which I love, but it is really old. That car is also old and having issues. Oh, and the QB is also having car. What's going on with your car, QB? Oh, that almost crashed. All right, so here is Jackdaw.
My caregiver girl, she had to buy a new car.
Who did?
My caregiver girl.
What happened to hers?
She had her grandpa's old pickup truck,
Okay.
and she's been driving since she's 16, I think. And so she's had it for 4 years, and it sat for 5.
Oh,
20 now.
okay.
But she literally drove it until the rim. Okay, so you know how you have a rim, and then you have the spokes that connect it to the center of the shaft, right?
Right.
Well, literally, the spokes broke off from the rim. She literally drove the vehicle till the wheels fell off.
Oh my gosh. What kind of car was it?
It was a Dodge 1500 pickup.
Oh. So it's probably like 3 years old then? I'm just kidding.
No, it's old.
It was a bad Dodge joke. Hey, so his QB says, oh, by the way, hi, Rural Pilot, and hello, Dark Spectre. Good to see you guys. So the brake lights won't go off. Okay. That's weird. I wonder how you fix that. Ahoy! Ahoy!
Take your foot off the brake.
It's Somebody posted. Now this is okay. I'm going to see if anybody knows this in the chat. I'll give it a couple seconds before I answer. I was reading a Facebook post today. Somebody was like, "Why on earth do cars still have neutral?" And so I want to see. I'll let the chat try to answer that. Why do you think that automatic vehicles have a neutral? Go ahead and put your thoughts out there, and we'll do like a little do 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 do. Oh, sensor. There you go. Do. Beep, boop, 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 boop. That's one reason. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Some of them are great. My friend has the 300,000 mile Durango, the original. So, oh, you're back. Okay. What's up? Hey, Cameo. So once again, the question is, why do modern vehicles that have automatic transmissions? Oh, we're getting good. Yep. That's another reason. Darth Spectre is getting them. Yep. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so you guys know. Yep, there's another one. Yep. Okay. Yep. There's several reasons why, and I would hope that you guys all know this, but these are things that you should know if you drive a vehicle. Especially the last one that Darth Spectre just mentioned. I watched a video on Facebook last week. It was an audio recording of a guy calling 911 because his car, the accelerator was stuck. And they were going like 80 miles, 90 miles an hour down the freeway, and they were coming to the end of the freeway, and they couldn't stop because the accelerator was stuck. Nobody thought to tell him to shift the car into neutral. But if you ever...
should still be able to stop.
It might, but it was overcoming the brakes or whatever. They just couldn't get it to... Oh, I went the wrong way. They couldn't get it to stop. So if that ever happens and you have your accelerator stuck, please throw your car into neutral, glide over to the side of the road, and then once you're stopped, turn the engine off.
Oh, the engine will probably blow before you even get
It might, but at least you're still alive. The very first thing you do is put the car in neutral. If you have to shut it off, you don't want to shut it off unless you have to, though, because...
I would just push my foot down harder on the gas pedal and say, let's go.
Let's go! Woohoo!
If I'm going to get a ticket, it's not going to be my fault. Yeah!
That's right. Wedding went really well. It was actually a really nice day. We got a nice tip. It was the second tip in a row. I'm kind of... It's made it so we can get gas and stuff and actually enjoy a day of having food. Yeah, so it was, we went to, it was at Sawmill Creek, which is a golf course related to Cedar Point. This truck is really having a hard time getting up the hill. Wow. Oh, really? That's frightening. Yeah, that should not be a thing. Am I close enough?
You gotta go behind.
Go behind, okay. Go between them. Construction sim, interesting. I try, but the controls get me every time. I get super frustrated with the controls.
There you go.
But yeah, so...
Thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy not to be able to shift out of drive. That's insane.
That should be enough.
Okay. I haven't personally run into one of those, but I can see it happening. Hello, Sandhill. Yeah, if that's the case, if you can't get the truck into neutral or the car into neutral, then you shut the engine off. Then you're going to lose power steering, but at least as you're rolling power, it's not... How do I put this? Power steering isn't necessarily necessary as you roll. It's only when you come to a stop that's really difficult to steer. So,
or in a parking lot.
Yeah. When you're going slow. You're on the last campaign. Oh, then on to Europe. Okay. Back to shopping silage. Oh, thank goodness. Are you feeling better, man? Like, is your arm feeling better and stuff? Or it was your shoulder, wasn't it?
What the? That was weird.
That was weird. I saw that. Oh,
How's Davius doing?
I don't know. I texted him today, and I have not heard back from him. That's not great.
I keep looking, and it says he's on Epic.
Okay,
But
good.
that
So maybe
could be
he's...
Well, it just says he's on. It doesn't. I don't know if it's just he left it on or not.
Hey, thank you for the sub, Idiotly Gamer. That's a horrible name. You're not an idiot. Hopefully, it's not. You're calling yourself an idiot. I'm just assuming that.
I'd be more like, yeah, I'm part of that crowd.
No, I, on the other hand, you said I am. No, you're not. I'm glad to hear that, Sandhill. Pretty quick too. It seems like about 2 weeks, and then you're good. That's good. 3 weeks. Has it been longer than 2 weeks? Maybe it has. Things have kind of gone by really fast. So, you said gives the right first impression. That would be me on World of Tanks lately. Not doing well.
That's a good name because you can only go up.
Like you can only go up from there. Things can only get better. Well, good. I'm glad you're almost moved in, and tell your dad I said happy birthday. He's only 2 years older than me. That's kind of scary. You could be my kid, Gator. Yeah. We need to go back to warships. Would be fun. I haven't done that in a while. Got to get Marky on there too. I love you too, wifey poo. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Gator. Pinch nerve. Oh, so much better then, dude. That's good. Less damage than initially thought. All right, so for ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, we'll be back. We are going to continue finishing up planting here, and then we'll move on to the next day, probably, next task. All right, folks in YouTube land, Micah and I are finished. We're moving Micah's putting the seed away that came out of the cedar before we return it. Should I return that cedar, Micah?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to take the pickup. I think it'll pull with the pickup.
You can just go into the menu and return it.
That's not realistic. Yeah, you're right. It was the feeling that counted. Let's park right here. All right, so we're done for the day. We're probably going to fast forward time. Nothing really exciting is going to happen until we get closer to harvest time, so we'll probably pick you up then. So we'll see in just a second. Like, no time will have passed for you, but for us, weeks of playing will have gone by. We'll be back.
Or pellets.
I would say probably at this stage, liquid would be probably more realistic once the plants start growing.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Though you probably could do solid too.
Let's see.
I think here they would do liquid, but I'm not sure. Any farmers out there want to contribute there?
6,000, 9,000 liters.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let me know what you find. Okay, so solid can be realistic too. Do we have a solid spreader?
No. It'll cost 9,000 to rent the Stara liquid fertilizer. Which, wait a minute, I think it does solid as well.
Oh, you don't have to get that big of a thing. Just get the trailer, like one of the pull behind ones. We'll put.
I know, but I just thought it might be interesting.
Okay.
To use Stara, but
I mean, that's not that bad. But the question is, will we make it back? That's the question. Are we going to make $9,000 additional dollars like from doing the fertilization? I don't think so. Maybe.
8,000. Let's see.
Maybe we would.
$5,000 for that one. 27 meters.
I'm gonna have to get the care wheels on.
Oop. 3,000 for.
Yeah, I think the question was, would that be solid or liquid on that plant growth at that stage? Probably, yeah, like you said, though, probably both would work. Let's go get a trailer. Micah, you set it up and I'll pick it up. I'm on my way. I'm doing well, Jaywa. Thank you for asking. Had a good weekend. Good weekend, bad weekend. My wife's best friend passed away on Sunday. She was older. She was in her 60s. And she had ALS, which is a pretty, bad, rough sickness. It's not easy because it basically you become more and more paralyzed as it goes on. So she was bedridden, and she was pretty much only able to move her head. And so that's rough to live like that. But it was a surprise to everybody around. She knew what was going on, and she knew like the lady knew, and her husband knew, but they kind of kept it quiet. But yeah, so she passed on Sunday, and definitely a better place, yeah. And so it was just sad though for my wife because she just was not expected. So
Sprayer's there.
okay, we found
So we need to get more fertilizer.
okay.
Liquid fertilizer.
Liquid fert. Maybe just 2 tanks would probably be enough, I would think.
Yeah, it's 4,500. So
Yeah, we'll use it. I mean, we'll keep it on the farm if we don't use it up. But there's 1, and there's 2 for the Berthold. Oh yeah, we need to get the weird. Yeah, just sad, But like I said, she's definitely in a better place. She was not fun. So, all right, so let's go ahead and customize this. Wide tires, wheel weight, standard tires. Okay, let's try different brands. Rice tires, nope. Wide tires, communal, nope. Verdstein, I hope this gets a narrow tire. This might not. Midas. There we go, narrow tires, okay. All right, we'll be here, Jay. I mean, if you can get enough juice out of it to power it, I think it's a great idea. It's free. Electricity's expensive. All right, well, have fun, Gator. That's cool. All right, we'll see you, man. Your new home. All right, so we're going to fill this up and take the Berthold. The color kind of works with my orange tractor. It's not like the best match ever, but it's not bad. It just needs an orange wheel. All right, we'll be back. All right, so we are fertilizing the fields, and it's working. I've got the Berthold. I've missed a couple spots. That'll make Micah crazy. And there's a couple spots that aren't like fertilizable. They're just coming up blank. There's like a line through the middle of the field. And some squares. Look at that. That's weird. This is a big sprayer. Of course, I think I'm going to run out of fluid. Well, maybe not. I've used half the tank, and I think we're less than halfway done. Almost wide enough. Yeah, almost wide enough. Just a hair short. We're going to have to come back and do that with a small spread. That middle section there. That's unfortunately getting wider as we go. I'm going to try to keep it as narrow as possible. And I think we're just going to cut straight across here. And I'll come back and do that section next. And then we'll do the top of the field. Top of the field. No, I haven't seen it. That's pretty cool. How's the blot is so expensive?
On fertilizer level?
I'm going to say we probably... Let's just see how it goes. I'm at 59%. And I think we're probably going to need another canister because they've got a lot to go still. But who knows? We'll see. Let me just get a little further here and see what happens. Oh, come on. Close it off already. Jeepers criminy. Doesn't shoot video? Nah. That's a boomer. They would be fun if, so way back in Farmer's Dynasty, you could hire airplanes to come and spray the fields. And you'd actually see the airplane fly over. It just did one pass. It would go and fly over the field. And that was it. But it was cool to be able to have that. I always wish we could have gotten, it'd be cool to have that in the game. To be able to actually fly a little airplane around. Because the maps are pretty small. I just don't know. You'd have to probably be more helicopter-based, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of would be helicopter-based. Because it'd be easier to fly then. And they do them from helicopters, too, so... There's a mod for that. Does it work though? Or is it weird? So you can actually, how does it work, Cameo? Greater Carolina. They can't fly worth a hoot. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Randy Quaid. Now that's an early 90s reference right there. All right, we're going to keep spraying, folks. We'll be back. All right. We finished spraying the fields as best we could anyway. So that's a happy moment because I think we're done with the field work now until the crops grow, except for these crops here, and I can't get it to work again. So I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not sure what's going on here with that. Maybe you have to fertilize before they start when they're withered, and then fertilize again once they start growing, and that's how you get to 100%. But I wish to God they would have laid these fences properly so they were lined up instead of being like all sideways like they are, because it's stupid. All right. Oh wait, how much was left? About a quarter. I was able to make it, by the way, Micah. Ooh, what's that packet on the back?
That's seed I found in the big bag section.
Yeah.
So we spent $800 on 1,000.
Okay.
That bag there is $700 for 1,500.
Ooh. Is it good seed though?
There's only one kind of seed.
Can't you remove
the issue
the
is though
fence?
is we can't pick it up normally. You gotta scoop it from underneath because you gotta have that certain thing that latch on the top of them. But I just picked it up with the forklift.
Oh, okay. Do you want to return that sprayer, Mr. Micah?
Is it empty?
It's empty.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I'll return it with the truck. Hold on, I'll just...
Okay. What do you want me to do with the spray and the bag of seeds? Where should I put these? Should I put them in the barn?
I would put the seed right on top of that other bag, right on that other thing of seed.
Okay.
What the heck is wrong with my character?
Do you have character issues? Buffalo Bill Gates. All right, so we're going to pop this down here. I don't know how I'm going to get it off the fork because I didn't think about that. Maybe tilting it?
Yep. That's what I did.
Get on there. Oh, look how easy that looked. That was a little bit not quite truly physical, or true physics, but I see. That's cool. Moo. And no, not my wife Moo. That's Moni Moo. I eat cow. I am trying to, just for health sake, I am trying to eat less red meat myself. And we've been doing pretty good about it. I eat it maybe once a day instead of every meal. Hold on, I'll get that out, Michael. Hold on. Hold on. Oops. Yeah, no, but seriously, I try. Like if I do burgers, I do them like once every 2 to 3 weeks. I try not to eat them like every night. I love hamburgers. I could eat a burger every day, but yeah, mostly corn, right, Red Alpha? I mean, cows are not really. They're supposed to eat grass, not necessarily, or a mixture. I mean, TMR is like the ultimate cow food, and that we're finding that if cows are, what is it that they get? That virus, is it Ebola? What is it that
Cow disease?
No, stuff that they give us. If it's, I think it's Ebola. If a cow eats grass for a couple days, it'll actually heal it. E. coli, that's what I'm thinking of. If a cow has E. coli and you give it grass, from what I understand, for like a week, it'll not Ebola. Yeah, Ebola's the one where you like explode from the inside, and yeah, it's pretty nasty. E. coli is is what cows get, and if you feed them grass instead of corn and sugary stuff, their bodies will naturally heal and go back. So, yeah. I heard though that you can actually remove it or get rid of it by feeding them what they're supposed to eat. Like it will eventually or pretty quickly remove it. What are you trying to do with that, Micah? Want me to move that over? But I'll move it. Hang on. That's right, Jaywa. Yeah, that resets the gut. Yeah. Oh, they feed them a lot because they want to fatten them up, so they feed them a lot of sugars to make money from them. But that's where we get the problems. Yeah. Feed or grazing contamination. Okay. Yes, we do, Jaywa. We play many, many games together. I'm just gonna shove it over with the forkies. Gonna fork it over there.
We got 3 things of seed, so we should have plenty seed to start.
Yep. Plenty of seed. I got my little wanny wheels on. They're wheels. Right, the ration, exactly. The mixed ration is the best, right? Because then they get everything that they need, and you probably avoid some of those things like E. coli and stuff. I know horses are tough too. You have to make sure if they you want to make sure they eat hay and oats, because if you just feed them oats, like they'll actually, what is it they call it, colicking or whatever, where their stomach will not. I don't know about it myself personally. Okay, so I think that does it for this episode. Now, the stream may continue depending on what's going on, but we have finished getting ourselves back and organized. All the fields are fertilized and ready for harvest probably in the next episode. And so we're going to go ahead and keep moving forward in time till we get to the harvest day. Have a great night, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Those of you watching on Twitch, stay tuned.